I used to flip out when people used to say that, like, bitch, I ain't did have shit to do with my... But now it's just like the internet and the people can keep making trends or saying what y'all want to say, but I know the real. It wasn't me. He was hanging with his female best friend, and she was from OBlock, but that bitch ain't OBlock no more. Simple. And ain't nobody want to believe me when I told them that hoe had something to do with my baby daddy until that bitch tried to set them up. And they seen the shit for themselves. So, I don't feel no type of way no more. I let them say what they want to say. When, bitch, you steady talking about I'm trying to fuck him, bitch. Let's not mention you used to fuck with your brother before you knew that was your brother. Come on now. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, Kayla. Stop playing with me. Bitch, remember we from the same block. We from the same hood, bitch. We both was Gyro. We both was. You remember? You used to be my sister when we was Gyro too. You remember? How I wanted to fuck him and I was fucking BD. How I want to fuck with him and I was fucking with T-Roy. How? And stop merching that. That shit don't even sound right. You talking about on Vine. That shit don't even sound right. You could just said on my brother or something. This shit reality. This shit ain't just for the internet, or this shit ain't no publicity, or Vaughn ain't fake his death or no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? If something happened to Smirk them, they're gonna go pick up Fool them. If something happened to Fool them, they gonna come pick up Smirk them. So it's a lot. Like, y'all just can't say, oh, why a motherfucker ain't slack, because it's real shit going on. Ain't nobody finna risk they life. Motherfucker got families, all type of shit. Like, motherfucker gonna catch a motherfucker when they catch him. We from the rack, baby. We ain't gonna go look for nobody. Yeah, I knew Melly. Rico is my big brother. I don't be in Alabama. I live in Atlanta. If I felt like people that play with me, I'm God's child, and I pray. So they don't make.
Would you? And they like, nah, J man, you bogus for throwing them bitches in the for using women as shields, bro. But how am I bogus? And this is a op-ass bitch, bro. It hit different when you set me up and it's a back door and you ain't know them niggas was gonna blow at your ass too. So they shot her ass up. I'm letting her ass take them bitches. I fall on phone them. Other bitch, keep in mind, I told you 2-3 bitches on phone them. They still shooting on phone them. Butter get that. I'm hit. I just joking. What the fuck? Now in my head, is they playing? Keep in mind, I'm the only one that ain't hit. Keep in mind, when I'm telling you everybody hit, Sean, I ain't knowing that, I'm not knowing that everybody hit for real, because I'm not hit. So when Butter say, I'm hit, I just joking, motherfucker, look at him, bro,
I wanted to know, what's the first thing came to your head when you
his ass a goofy. Hood, your ass a goofy. Keep my fucking name out your mouth, first off. Keep my fucking name out your mouth, because you don't know shit that happened with my baby daddy. Never was with my baby daddy when he got killed, and the world know that. So Hood, first thing I'ma say when I sink that interview, your ass is a goofy. Go back to sleep. I don't know where your ass been on hosted with the clowns or something, baby. I don't know. You stop putting my name in your mouth. You don't know me. You knew me from back then. You don't know me now. And if my baby daddy was here, he'll punch your ass right in your shit. So don't do that no more, gang. And keep folks them name out your mouth. Folks them don't fuck with you. I'm saying that for folks them, we don't fuck with you. Simple. That's all I gotta say. You goofy.
I had to ask that. I
mean to bring this up though, but y'all know the way my baby daddy got killed. He got killed. He got shot 14 times, 10 times in the body, 4 times in the head. You know that same way. That's the same way Lil B got killed by the police.
Okay, I gotta go.
He got shot 14 times.
And you.
So since both of them deceased, did Lil B killed your baby daddy?
Yeah.
Yes.
This shit is total. This shit that we watch on YouTube sometimes.
MonaLisa's story is the story of a woman who found herself at the center of multiple overlapping allegations and accusations. About her loyalty, about her role in specific deaths, about what side she was really on. Without ever being the simple villain that the documentation community wanted her to be. MonaLisa is known publicly as JMoney's baby mama. Jerome JMoney Wood, a 21-year-old OBlock and OTF member who was killed on Labor Day 2013. She had a child with him, and she has been, in the years since his death, one of the most vocal and one of the most frequently interviewed women connected to the OBlock world appearing on Truth Teller TV, on Cam Capone News, on multiple platforms, talking about JMoney's death, talking about what happened to him, and being accused by various parties of herself having played a role in situations that hurt people she was supposed to be loyal to. But before we get to any of that, before we document the specific allegations and the specific counter-narratives and the specific moments where MonaLisa's story became the center of public controversy, we need to understand where she came from. She was from 63rd Street, not from Parkway Gardens, not from the OBlock buildings, from the 63rd Street geography, the same territory that Jarrow City called home. She grew up in that world. She knew the people from that world. She had a life and a community and a set of relationships rooted in the 63rd Street geography long before she became JMoney's baby mama and, by extension, an OBlock adjacent figure. The specific trajectory from 63rd Street to the OBlock world is something she has addressed in a documented 2024 interview with JMoney, in which she explained why she switched. The interview, which circulated publicly and generated significant community attention, positioned MonaLisa as someone explaining herself, justifying the move from one world to another. The fact that she felt the need to explain suggests that the move was the kind of thing that required explanation in the specific community context in which she existed, that it was not a neutral or unremarkable transition, but something that people who knew her from both worlds noticed and had opinions about. In that interview, she also addressed one of the most persistent allegations that has attached to her name. The allegation that she set up JMoney, that she was responsible, in some capacity, for JMoney being in a position where he was vulnerable to his enemies, that her role in the specific events surrounding JMoney's death was not that of a passive bystander or a grieving community member, but of an active participant in his exposure. She denied it. Emphatically, in the specific, detailed way that people deny things when the denial is not simply a reflexive rejection of an accusation, but a genuine account of what they believe actually happened and what their actual role in it was. She said it did not happen that way. She said the allegation was wrong. The community's response to her denial has been divided in the way that community responses to allegations in this specific ecosystem are always divided. Some people believed her, some people did not, and most people occupied the complicated middle ground of not knowing what to believe because the full truth, if it exists, is not something that is accessible from the outside. But here is something the honest account must engage with directly. MonaLisa's own account of what happened to JMoney is one of the most important primary sources in the entire documentation of his death. Because she was there, she was close to him, she had the child with him, and the account she has given in multiple documented public interviews over multiple years is not the account of someone who is trying to obscure the truth about what happened to her baby's father. In December 2025, she made a statement, documented in an Instagram reel that circulated widely, that is one of the most specific and most significant public accounts of JMoney's death that exists in the record.
She said that Lil B stood over JMoney and killed him, shot him 14 times, 10 times in the body, 4 times in the head.
14 shots for a 21-year-old who was somebody's father, somebody's son, a person who had a whole life that had barely started.
She said that Lil B was later killed by police, and she said that both of them, JMoney and Lil B, are deceased, and she has to live in the specific permanent grief of knowing that the man who killed her child's father is also gone, which means there is no court, no accountability, no formal resolution available. There is only the knowledge. The specific, devastating, permanent knowledge of how it happened, and who did it and why, without any institutional justice to attach to that knowledge.
The allegation that has followed MonaLisa, that she herself played a role in the events that put JMoney in a vulnerable position, is distinct from and should not be confused with the clearer picture of JMoney's setup that involves a different woman. But the allegation has attached to her in the public record in ways that her denials have not fully dislodged. Part of what makes her story so compelling and so painful is that she is simultaneously the person who has given the public the most detailed account of what happened to JMoney and the person who has been accused of contributing to his exposure. Those two things coexist in the public record, and holding them simultaneously, without collapsing them into a simple conclusion about who she is and what she did, is the specific challenge that the honest account is obligated to accept. The JMoney situation adds a final layer of complexity. In January 2025, JMoney, a significant figure in the Yarrow City and 63rd Street orbit, reflected publicly on a specific moment. MonaLisa had told him it was okay to come to OBlock to push peace, that he would have no issues there. JMoney reflected on that. He did not characterize it in the most charitable terms. The implication of his reflection, which circulated and generated community discussion, was that the assurance MonaLisa had given him about his safety in OBlock territory was not something that had turned out to be reliable. Whether that was because she was deliberately misleading him, or because the situation on OBlock was more complicated than she had communicated, or because the circumstances changed between her assurance and the moment JMoney actually went there, the honest account cannot resolve those questions from the outside. What it can say is this: MonaLisa is a woman who has lived in the specific, complicated geography between the 63rd Street world she came from and the OBlock world she moved into. And in that geography, she has been accused of things, some of which she denies, some of which she has had to simply carry because the people who could fully exonerate her are either dead or unreachable. She is still here. She is still talking. She is still insisting on being heard. Whatever the full truth of her story, she is not a prop. She is a person.